Welcome back to Top 10 South Africa, where we take you beyond the tourist brochures and into the heart of the country's most extraordinary places and experiences. Today, we're diving fork first into one of South Africa's most enchanting and flavor-packed regions, the Cape Winelands. Picture this: rolling vineyards, historic estates, mountains that wrap around fertile valleys, and plates of food so refined they're practically art. From Stellenbosch to Franschhoek and beyond, the Winelands is a playground for chefs, winemakers, and those who simply love good food and breathtaking views. Whether you're a foodie seeking the ultimate tasting menu, a traveler chasing flavor, or just someone planning a wine weekend with a touch of fine dining, this list has something for you. Make sure to like this video, drop a comment telling us your favorite spot, share it with fellow food lovers, and subscribe if you haven't already. Watching the ads also helps support the channel, so thank you for keeping us going. Now let's explore the 10 best restaurants in the Cape Winelands. From garden-to-table marvels to world-class tasting menus, this list is pure flavor. Number 10, the Verf Restaurant, Franschhoek. Tucked away in the leafy embrace of the Boschendal estate in Franschhoek, the Verf Restaurant is a serene escape where time slows down and every detail invites you to savor the moment. Set within a beautifully restored Cape Dutch building overlooking lush gardens in the dramatic Simonsberg Mountains, the Verf embodies a farm-to-fork philosophy with deep respect for sustainability and provenance. The restaurant draws its ingredients straight from Boschendal's working farm, whether it's heirloom vegetables harvested that morning, ethically reared beef from the estate's pastures, or herbs plucked fresh from the garden just meters away. The menu is creative yet grounded, offering refined versions of traditional dishes with bold, fresh flavors and rustic elegance. From smoked beetroot with whipped goat's cheese to slow-roasted Karoo lamb with garden greens, every dish is thoughtfully curated and beautifully plated. The setting is equally special. Large windows frame vineyard views, and the outdoor terrace invites long, lingering lunches in the dappled sunlight. Paired with Boschendal's award-winning wines, dining at the Verf is not just a meal, it's an immersive winelands experience where heritage, innovation, and natural beauty come together effortlessly. Number 9, Devok's Kombuis, Stellenbosch. Step into Devok's Kombuis, and you'll feel as if you've walked into a beautifully preserved part of Stellenbosch's soul, a place where Cape Dutch charm meets culinary heritage in the most elegant of ways. Nestled beneath ancient oak trees and set among whitewashed walls with classic gables, this restaurant is more than just a dining venue. It's a living piece of South African history. Every detail, from the cobbled pathways to the vintage-style interiors, whispers of a bygone era, yet the food is anything but stuck in the past. The kitchen takes beloved traditional South African dishes, think bobo tea, oxtail, and venison, and refines them with modern technique and creative flair. Each plate is comforting yet elevated, served in an atmosphere that feels both nostalgic and sophisticated. Whether you're seated indoors by the fireplace or outside under the trees with views of the nearby Eerste River, the setting wraps you in warmth. And the wine list? A proud showcase of Stellenbosch's finest. At Devok's Kombuis, you don't just eat, you taste history, culture, and the deep culinary roots of the Cape Winelands. Number 8, Jordan Restaurant, Stellenbosch. Set amidst the undulating hills of the Stellenbosch Cloof Valley, Jordan Restaurant offers a dining experience where nature, wine, and cuisine converge in perfect harmony. The panoramic views stretch across vineyards, a tranquil lake, and distant mountains, creating a sense of calm and grandeur that frames every moment of your meal. Inside, the atmosphere is relaxed yet refined, with floor-to-ceiling windows that flood the space with natural light and connect diners directly to the surrounding landscape. The food mirrors this connection, rooted in seasonal, locally sourced ingredients and elevated by a thoughtful, contemporary approach. Expect dishes that are beautifully balanced, perhaps a succulent Karoo lamb shoulder, slow-cooked to tenderness, or a delicately seared fish paired with bright, citrus elements and garden herbs. Each plate is composed with care, delivering depth of flavor without unnecessary complexity. And of course, the experience is made complete with Jordan's own estate wines. From their crisp Chardonnays to full-bodied blends, all crafted just a stone's throw from your table. Dining here feels like a celebration of the land itself, curated with elegance, authenticity, and an unmistakable Stellenbosch soul. Number 7. Tokara Restaurant, Stellenbosch. Perched high on the Helshoek de Pass with one of the most breathtaking views in the Cape Winelands, Tokara Restaurant is a bold blend of contemporary elegance, artistic flair, and culinary excellence. As you arrive, the estate greets you with sculpted gardens, dramatic architecture, and a sweeping panorama of vineyards and olive groves cascading into the valley below. Inside, the restaurant's interiors echo this modern sophistication, with clean lines, statement art pieces, and massive glass windows that blur the line between indoors and out. But it's the food that truly steals the spotlight. At Tokara, the menu is an ever-evolving celebration of South African ingredients, interpreted through a refined, globally inspired lens. Expect dishes like grass-fed beef with smoked bone marrow juice, fresh lionfish with a delicate Asian broth, or roasted root vegetables elevated by house-made sauces and crisp textures. Every plate is a harmony of color, flavor, and precise technique. The estate's award-winning wines, particularly their Chardonnay and Syrah, are the perfect companions, rich, elegant, and expressive of the terroir. Whether you're enjoying a sunlit lunch with views that stretch to False Bay or settling in for an intimate dinner as the valley glows in twilight, Tokara offers a sensory journey that is as artistic as it is delicious. Number 6. DGendle Restaurant and Wine Estate, Durbanville. Though technically on the outskirts of the winelands in Durbanville, DGendle Restaurant earns its place among the Cape's culinary elite with a combination of panoramic beauty, refined cuisine, and a deep-rooted legacy in wine. Perched on the slopes of the Tygerberg Hills, the estate offers one of the most iconic views in the region. A clear, uninterrupted gaze across the vineyards toward Table Mountain, rising proudly in the distance. The setting alone is worth a visit, but it's what happens on the plate that makes DGendle unforgettable. The restaurant embraces a farm-style philosophy elevated by fine dining precision. Expect tender lamb with rosemary juice, fresh seafood and fragrant Cape Malay curry, and seasonal vegetarian dishes that celebrate local produce with bold, clean flavors. The wine list is anchored by DGendle's own portfolio, featuring award-winning Sauvignon Blancs, Pinot Noir, and the ever-popular Shiraz. Inside, the atmosphere is warm and elegant, blending modern finishes with classic Cape charm. It's a space where locals bring guests to impress, and travelers come to experience the seamless union of city-edge sophistication and wineland's tranquility. Number 5. Chef's Warehouse at Maison, Franschhoek. Franschhoek is known as the culinary capital of South Africa, and Chef's Warehouse at Maison stands as one of its most captivating showcases, where fine dining meets creative freedom in a vineyard setting that oozes understated luxury. Tucked into the Maison wine estate, this restaurant embraces a small plates, tapas-style menu that allows diners to explore a wide spectrum of flavors in a single sitting. Without the formality of traditional multi-course fine dining, the space itself is effortlessly chic, open, airy, and stylish without being pretentious, with large glass doors opening out to rolling lawns and vine-laced hills. The kitchen, led by a rotating lineup of innovative chefs, produces dishes that are bold, playful, and globally inspired. Each dish is an explosion of texture and taste, and the Maison wines, especially the Viognier and Shiraz, elevate the experience further. The atmosphere is elegant yet relaxed, perfect for long lunches that stretch into late afternoons. At Chef's Warehouse at Maison, the magic lies in its ability to combine world-class technique with the soul of casual, joyful dining, a reflection of what makes Franschhoek so beloved by food lovers near and far. Number 4. The Restaurant at Waterl, Somerset West. A futuristic glass cube perched on the edge of a mountain, overlooking vineyards and False Bay in the distance. The restaurant at Waterl is as much an architectural icon as it is a dining destination. From the moment you walk in, the space commands attention with floor-to-ceiling windows, a vast open kitchen, and views that stretch for miles. But what happens on the plate is even more captivating. This is French-inspired fine dining with a South African heartbeat. Expect tasting menus that feature dishes like springbok loin with beetroot textures, smoked lionfish with seaweed velouté, and desserts that echo the beauty of the surroundings. Every element is considered, precise, and expressive. The estate's biodynamic wines, grown, harvested, and vinified with nature in mind, complete the experience. It's formal, yes, but not stuffy. A perfect marriage of design, wine, and cuisine that sits proudly among the wineland's elite. Number 3, Foliage Franschhoek. There's no restaurant quite like Foliage. Tucked along a leafy street in Franschhoek, it's the passion project of chef Chris Erasmus, who brings foraging, sustainability, and bold creativity to every plate. The interiors feel earthy and organic, with exposed brick, copper pots, and a kitchen that spills into the dining room. The menu changes constantly, driven by what Chef Erasmus and his team have foraged or sourced fresh from local farms. Expect the unexpected: wild mushrooms paired with aged cheese, locally cured meats, and desserts infused with indigenous botanicals. The food here is deeply flavorful, textured, and unapologetically creative. Eating at Foliage is more than just a meal. It's an exploration of the Western Cape's terroir, a celebration of the land, and a showcase of what's possible when a chef cooks with instinct and soul. Number 2, La Petite Colom, Franschhoek. Elegance, precision, and theater. These are the 3 pillars of La Petite Colom, a dining experience in Franschhoek that feels less like a restaurant and more like a stage where culinary magic unfolds. As the sister establishment to the acclaimed La Colombe in Constantia, this restaurant brings the same artistic excellence and attention to detail to the heart of the winelands, with a setting that is serene, modern, and deeply luxurious. From the moment you're seated, it's clear that this isn't just about eating. It's about being taken on a journey. The tasting menu is carefully choreographed, with each course presented like a scene in a story. A delicate oyster nestled in dry ice mist, a palate cleanser served in an edible shell, a deconstructed dessert assembled before your eyes. Every dish reflects masterful technique and inventive flavor pairings, like confit duck with burnt orange glaze or langoustine paired with lemongrass and coconut, all balanced beautifully and paired with a curated selection of local and international wines. The service is warm yet razor sharp, guiding you through the experience with care and flair. And the attention to presentation, right down to the bespoke cutlery and custom ceramics, reinforces that every detail has been considered. At La Petite Colombe, dining becomes a multi-sensory experience, one where flavor, sight, sound, and atmosphere combine to leave a lasting impression long after the final course has been served. Number 1, Rustin Vrada Restaurant, Stellenbosch. And finally, sitting proudly at number 1 is the legendary Rustin Vrada Restaurant, a true jewel of Stellenbosch and one of the most iconic fine dining establishments in all of South Africa. Set on a historic wine estate that dates back to 1694, Rustin Vrada exudes timeless elegance from the moment you enter its tree-lined driveway. The restaurant is housed in the estate's original cellar, a beautifully preserved building where the candlelit ambience, exposed brick walls, and intimate layout set the stage for an unforgettable evening. This is not just a meal. It's a curated journey of taste, artistry, and attention to detail that has earned the restaurant global acclaim. The multi-course tasting menu is meticulously crafted, often beginning with delicate amuse-bouches that tease the palate, followed by dishes like slow-roasted karoo lamb, seared duck breast with seasonal accompaniments, or lionfish paired with subtle beurre blanc and microgreens. Each course is plated with the precision of a painting and presented with warm, polished service that makes every guest feel special. And then, of course, there's the wine. Rustin Vrada's own collection of world-class reds, especially their estate blend and single vineyard Cabernet Sauvignon, are as much a part of the experience as the food itself. It's the kind of place where time slows down, where conversation flows easily, and where each bite feels like a celebration of everything the Cape Winelands stands for. heritage, excellence, and unforgettable hospitality. And there you have it, the top 10 best restaurants in the Cape Winelands, each one offering a different flavor of what makes this region one of the world's most remarkable culinary destinations. From the mountain-perched dining rooms of Somerset West to the garden-to-table magic of Franschhoek, the Cape Winelands is more than just a place to eat. It's a place to feel, to taste, to remember. If you've visited any of these spots, tell us your experience in the comments below. If you haven't, start planning your next food and wine adventure. Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow foodies, and subscribe to Top 10 South Africa for more unforgettable journeys. And remember, watching the ads helps keep our channel going. Until next time, stay hungry, stay curious, and keep exploring South Africa's finest.